10 years ago, a little parody cartoon was made using sprites from the latest BlazBlue game. It was pretty rudimentary, since it was made before any real knowledge of visual novel programming and video editing was acquired. It was even during the age of unregistered Hypercam and Windows Movie Maker. But it struck a chord with a lot of people. It struck such a chord that a channel was born that day, July 4th, 2011. What started as a simple joke of, what if Hazama became a bad doctor and spent his time messing with people in way more obscure ways, has turned into so much more for me. It went from a joke, to a hobby, to a passion, and now it's a huge part of my life. I can't imagine my life without making something for people to read or to watch. Before I started writing HMDH, I didn't really have much going for me. I was a kid in college doing what he was supposed to do. Not doing anything interesting, grand, or even worthwhile, I guess you could say. It was just take the class, get an A, or a B, and you'd be okay. That was it. I had started writing fanfics around that time, and I shared them with people, to which they said I had a real knack for it. It reminded me of all the things I used to write in grade school and high school. They weren't any good, of course, but they were stepping stones to get me to where I was at the time. After I wrote a bunch of fics, I made some YouTube anime edits, and then I discovered the Novelty VN engine that I use for everything. I made a really badly programmed adaptation of one of my fics, but, again, stepping stones. That's when I discovered BlazBlue. It was an impulse buy from a simple and small GameStop, but turned out to be way more than that. Before you know it, I got so into it that I came up with the idea of Hazama being a doctor to compete with the comedic Kokonoi and Lychee lessons from the games. I thought it would be crazy to see what kind of trouble he could get into and the kind of trouble he'd cause for people. After a few years of that, there were some Persona shows that sprang up from that one BlazBlue parody. It wasn't just BlazBlue and Persona that I was doing online, but working on those shows gave me the guts to try stage performing at anime conventions. That was tougher than anything I had to do before, believe it or not. You had to write a script, you had a time limit, you had to think about how the audience was going to react to it, you had to get people to help you out, and you had to nail the choreography and the costumes. And if you managed to do all that, you might just win a trophy. Or 3. Or a lot. I didn't stop at making YouTube videos and doing con performances, though. I also tried video editing competitions at those very same cons. They were music video contests. Every year, I'd make 3 AMVs. One time, all 3 would make the finals. But most of the time, it was 2 that made it in. 2 contests, though. I managed to win best in the fun/upbeat category and the drama category, and earned some nice prizes. One of those victories even paid for a lightsaber. There have been a lot of bad times during these 10 years, however. But for every 100 bad days I've had, I get 1,000 good days. Despite the bad times, they've helped me learn, they helped me grow, they helped me get my act together. And they helped me meet some really amazing people that still stick by me to this day, something I will always be grateful for. Good times and bad, I wouldn't trade those experiences because we need both the good and the bad to grow up and to become greater. Nowadays, I'm entering a new phase of my life where everything is going to change. I'm honestly afraid because it's going to be brand new for me, but I know things will be great. I got the best teammate in the world, and you're gonna have to excuse me for using a little bit of Halo multiplayer ways of explaining things, but competitive FPSs are in my blood. But, yeah, when I have to rush to get the flag, and we're going into overtime, and the chips are down, and there's hordes of blue team people, or red team, depending on which team I'm on, and they're coming right at me. There's no other person I want driving the Warthog to get me back to the base to score the tie-breaking point. She's always got my back, so when things hit the fan, she comes out spraying needler shots all over the map to take down the enemy team to make sure I keep going. She's watching this right now saying, I understood that reference. So, 10 years of making videos, doing con performances, making AMVs, writing scripts, and even writing a book these past 6 months. It's almost done, and I can't wait to start my professional writing career. When the book is done and becomes available, I hope you'll read it, and I hope you'll be excited for the brand new story I'm going to tell. It's old ideas I've had in the past, but they're remolded, reshaped, and reforged into something I'm really proud of. I can't wait for you to check it out, along with special videos I'm planning to expand upon the story. While some may call what I do silly, a time waster, or nothing at all worthwhile because parodies, video games, and fanfics can't get you anywhere, I vehemently disagree. Imagine this. Had I not picked up BlazBlue, had I not experimented with visual novels, had I not decided to try fanfics, there wouldn't be a channel, there wouldn't be shows, there wouldn't be con performances or trophies, there wouldn't be AMVs, there wouldn't be friendship, there wouldn't be a teammate, there wouldn't be a book, there wouldn't even be a dream, and there wouldn't be me. Let me read you a little something. Let me read you something a little Dagger wrote when he was in high school for a What I Want to Do with My Life project. A person has the right to dream. They dream to make more of their short lives on Earth and to better themselves in many ways. These bands of people wish to do something that stands out in the eyes of others. They want to share their given gifts not just for themselves, but for the good of others. I am one of those people. I dream of becoming a successful writer. I pursue this dream every second of the day because I feel that is my destiny. I hope to be a legend. Even when things get rough, even when I hit my lowest point, I won't ever betray my dream. I won't sacrifice a band of hawks like some people who allegedly did nothing wrong. But I won't give up, and I won't forget what I was born to do. So thank you, Arxis, for making BlazBlue. Thank you, the creator of Novelty VN Maker, for making this engine for people to get into VN design. Thank you to everybody that stuck by me all of these years. And thank you for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for waiting for the next video. No matter how big or how small they are. Thank you. Oh jeez, I'm tearing up now. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do this, but oh jeez. Walk on. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Here's to another 10 years, guys.